Welcome to the second installment of Archfiends Beat Everything. This is a segment where we play matches against some of the more tougher rogue and meta decks out there and see how the Archfiends compare. So first off, we're playing against Shaddoll Invoked, or Invoked Shaddolls. My opponent's gone first, summoned Alistair, got into Invocation, straight away, no messing around. Summoning Mechabit onto the field, banishing Damage Juggler, searching for Hat Tricker, setting a card and ending their turn. I've set 3, use Dark Spirit's Mastery, send an Emperor straight into the grave, and then search for Cursed Necrophyr and Lava Golem sitting in my hand, all nice and cozy. I've gone ahead, taken a chance and used Dogmatic of Punishment, destroyed their Mechabit, and then also activated Imperial Iron Wall, so no more banishing for good old Alistair the Invoker here. We've forced out some extra special summons through Archfiend Emperor. My opponent has used Invocation regardless, summoned Sheckinger, and I've gone straight over it with Lava Golem. So they've summoned Squamata, destroyed Archfiend Emperor, and as a result of that, I have used Call of the Archfiend to summon Cursed Necrophyr onto the field. Our Lava Golem is going to resolve, and then they're going to search for Invocation through Alistair the Invoker, which has then gone into good old Shaddoll Winder, so one of the stronger Shaddoll cards in the game, being able to lock special summons into just one, and it can't be destroyed by card effects. They've used Magical Meltdown, and they've also gotten rid of their monsters to summon Blackluster Soldier, the Soldier of Chaos, and I've traded my Lava Golem with it by using Dark Spirit of Banishment to summon it onto the field. Then I've used Monster Reborn, and then just gone ahead and revived Shaddoll Winder and also Cursed Necrophyr. They have an Alistair, so they've used Invocation, summoned good old Purgatrio, and then revived their Alistair the Invoker through the Invocation effect. So they've destroyed our monsters, being able to attack a whole bunch of times, gotten rid of everything, but Cursed Necrophyr revives herself, and I've destroyed Purgatrio based off of her good old spot removing effect. They've activated during my battle phase the Shaddoll Incarnation, special summoned a monster, but it's not going to stop me. I'm going to go straight into Archfiend Emperor, revive Dark Spirit of Banishment, and now we're sitting here with 2 level 8 Fiends. They summoned Sheckinger, couldn't attack over it unfortunately. They've used the ability to flip summon it for some reason. I've used Archfiend Emperor's effect, destroyed their card, they chained Impermanence. It's not going to matter too much because we've got good old Disciple of the Nadir, use Entis, destroy Sheckinger, and then swing for game. Alright, game 2, ladies and gentlemen. So it's 1-0, and my opponent is going first, setting a card, setting a monster onto the field, and that's it. So I've used good old Void Apocalypse to dump Malice into the grave, and then I've set Cursed Necrophyr into the grave as well to revive Malice, which has then chained the Impermanence effect to summon good old Cursed Necrophyr onto the field. Used Ecclesia, but it got negated unfortunately. They have Shaddoll Wendy and Squamata, so destroying my monster, but good old Cursed Necrophyr, she summons herself, like no one's business, it's all good. They will use Alistair, straight into Invocation. Invocation summons Shaddoll Construct. Pretty decent card. Fortunately, I have Fleur-de-Lis in my hand, so I could negate that effect, and I think this was a bit of a misplay on my opponent's part, straight into Alistair the Invoker of Madness. Not quite sure what their game plan was there. I use good old Dark Spirit of Banishment, Void Apocalypse combo, send a level 8 Fiend to the grave, revive it straight away, easy peasy. And then I effectively swing for game at this point to boost all my monsters' attack power. And that's game to me. So Archfiends beat Shaddoll Invoked. Now we're squaring off, ladies and gentlemen, against Numeron Eldlich. So this is a build I haven't really faced too often. I use Dark Spirit's Mastery, get rid of my Rhino Warrior, which has sent Dark Spirit of Banishment straight into the grave. I felt like I wanted to get it into the grave early so that I can maximize my chances of reviving it. Using a Pot of Disparity card, so this is a pre-release match, and I've recycled good old Dark Spirit of Banishment because my Emperor got destroyed. My opponent not messing around with their Numeron build, straight into Network, straight into Call, summoning their Numeron cards. All pretty crazy stuff. I'm not sure why I didn't skill drain the first one, but I did it anyway. And then summoned good old Archfiend Emperor, the First Lord of Horror. They've gone into Mega Clops. Fortunately, I had Successor Soul, so straight into the grave, summon Zoa, revive my Dark Spirit of Banishment, setting ourselves up for next turn. Dark Spirit's Mastery, summon Archfiend Emperor, just deal a bit of extra damage, here and there. Good old skill drain means it's a 3k beta. Banishment gets straight back to my hand. We also have a Fiend Griefing face down in case we want to, do some graveyard shenanigans. They've activated Spell Mining Cave, which is, it goes on for a bit. Right, my opponent has finally decided to use Eldlich to send their own Spell Mining Cave to the graveyard. Why not? And just to, you know, deal some damage, I Fiend Grief and shove that straight back into the deck. So now we've got rid of Spell Mining Cave or Mystic Mine without even having to do much. They've summoned Golden Land, we destroyed it, and they are just surviving at this point. Guardian of the Golden Land, you know, Void Apocalypse, send Empress straight to the grave, and revive our Dark Spirit monster, you know, as simple as that. Numeron Wall into Linkuriboh, and now they're trying to send stuff and use Book of Moon. So they've gotten rid of Skill Drain, summon Golden Land, Golden Lord, straight to the field, and no worries, take care of that business, you Successor Soul, summon Zoa straight to our side of the field, and then revive a bunch of cards that we need for next turn. At this point, it's effectively over. We've got 2 Zoas onto the field. I do a Dark Spirit Revive just for good measure, and now we attack. My monster goes to 0, and then we just swing for game. So that's round 1. Round 2, ladies and gentlemen. So they've opened up with Pot of Disparity, banishing 6 cards from their extra deck. Sieve through the top 6 cards of their deck. They went ahead and drew Warning Point, set 3 cards, ended their turn. We're going to go ahead and open up with Void Apocalypse, so that's going to shove Archfiend Empress into the grave, and then also Heiress to allow us to search for an Archfiend card. In this case it was Call of the Archfiend. They've used Numeron Wall, summon Linkuriboh, we have reacted to that, so we are summoning Archfiend Empress, discarding Heiress to gain Heiress's effect, bringing Emperor to the hand. Now we do our classic Dark Spirit Banishment combo, discard it, shove a fiend into the grave, recycle it, job done. Now we can summon that straight to the field using good old Call of the Archfiend. We have Malice as well, so even though they compulsed our card, we still had Emperor on our side of the field. But they had 2 compulse, go figure. We use our Emperor normal summon, destroying their Warning Point, recycling our Dark Spirit of Malice. Their turn, they have used good old Mystic Mine once again. So let's just see what happens here, shall we? Right, so Mystic Mine has been destroyed. Now we have summoned our Cursed Necrophyr to the field. Then using Dark Spirit's Mastery, we have shoved our Dark Spirit into the grave, used Void Apocalypse, shove our Fiend into the grave, and then just recycle the cards straight back into our hand. Spot remove with Emperor, Monster Reborn, our Unchained Soul to the field, spot remove with that card, and now we just swing for game, but as you can see our opponents surrendered before we had the chance of doing that. So, Archfiends Beat Eldlich. Alright ladies and gentlemen, now we are against Zoodiacs, so the new Sky Thunder type build, where they try to send as many things as possible and then also use Mega Clops to attack as well. So we used Dark Spirit's Mastery, we sent our cards, but unfortunately got Ash Blossomed. We're trying our best here, we are still able to recycle our Dark Spirit of Banishment, but we had to go through basically all of our cards in order to do so, so we're really far behind. They've summoned their Chakanine, going into Trident, using it to destroy their own cards. So Ramram's been destroyed, now they're summoning Chakanine, and then Tiger Mortar, so going through all of the classic Zoodiac summons. So as you know, they can just overlay one on top of the other, and now they've gotten rid of all 3 to summon Mega Clops and then take one of our cards. So at this point, not much we can do unless we can overlay into Dingirsu, so I'm just trying to survive at this point. Summoning Cursed Necrophyr, trying to destroy, bait out a destruction. They destroyed our back row, which is unfortunate. I wanted Cursed Necrophyr to be destroyed. And as you can see, they're using Mega Clops, just going to town on us, right? So summoning a monster onto their side of the field, use Fiend Griefing to stop that from happening. Now they're using Chakanine, special summoning Tiger Mortar, using Monster Reborn, and look, ladies and gentlemen, a second Mega Clops. We are really under pressure now. Unfortunately, our Dark Spirit got Solemn Striked. Now we're pretty much in big trouble. So Cursed Necrophyr gets summoned straight back onto the field. It's not enough. We use Disciple of the Nadir, trying our best here. So sending Mephist into the grave to recycle our Dark Spirit. Summon Ecclesia. Bring Dogmatica Punishment to our hand, setting it, and then just hoping that this is enough to survive. So they're trying once again to suck up one of our cards with Chakanine and Mega Clops, special summoning Dryad into the field, going into Thoroughblade, trying to destroy it because obviously Ecclesia doesn't get destroyed by extra deck monsters, but they had a well-timed infinite impermanence, so, you know, not much we can do there. We have summoned our Archfiend Empress. At this point, like I say, this round feels like it's going to be over unless we put out something fairly interesting in our top deck. So let's see what we draw, shall we? Okay, we've attacked. Trident's destroyed. we are now recycling our Dark Spirit monster, and we're also summoning Archfiend Emperor. So at least we got some damage in, not too bad. Now let's just use Emperor to to destroy one of their cards. We are setting Void Banishment. Okay, so our opponent getting a bit greedy here, using Pot of Avarice, and now just taking all of our cards and going into Trident, going into Chaconine. Same combo that we've been seeing over and over again. Ram, Tiger Mortar, right? You know the drill. They still have their 2 Mega Clops on their side of the field. They have destroyed our cards. We are reviving, taking some extra damage, getting destroyed. Not much we can do here. And now they swing for game. So round 1 to Zoodiacs. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen, no messing around. So round 2, as you can see, our opponent's going first, summoning Ram, straight into Chaconine, straight into Boron, straight into Dryden, all this crazy stuff. We sided in Nibiru just to take care of that little situation there. They had Pot of Avarice, so it wasn't a complete disaster. They get to draw 2 cards off the back of that. And now it's our turn. We use Void Apocalypse. Our hand is not great, I must say. So we just ditch our second Apocalypse, send good old Rhino Warriors to the grave, which then gets Solemn Striked. Oof. And then we just destroy the token. So yeah, here we are sitting around, squaring off against a Molmarat or Raptia and our Zooking Alpha. So we have Fiend Griefinged to disrupt their play just a little bit. Looks like they're going to go into Trident, destroying our Void Apocalypse. Pretty smart move. We had 2 Fiend Griefings, so we disrupted all of their plays, and we could also revive our Dark Spirit if it didn't get Solemn Striked in the process. So they're going to destroy our Nibiru, just crashing into it with Zooking Alpha. And then we are using Disciple of the Nadir, using Entis, destroy their Trident, summon Ecclesia, gets impermed, which has still set us back quite a bit. But as you can see, we've kind of reset the board state at this point in time. So they have nothing on their field, nothing in their hand, and we have our 1 monster. So they drew a card, it just ended their turn, we summon Fiendish Rhino Warrior, and then we swing for a bit of extra damage here. So, now it's their turn. What are they going to draw? Who really knows? They go ahead and summon Thoroughblade to destroy our Ecclesia. So at least they've got a 1600 attack. Okay, no messing around anymore. Straight into Chaconine, straight into Dryden, straight into Tiger Mortar. So they're trying to build up their defense here as best that they possibly can. We draw. I feel like this is going to secure the victory, so I just do use Raigeki, and there you go, we swing for game. So, game 2 to Archfiends. The final round. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. It all comes down to this. Zoodiacs versus Archfiends. Who is better? They used their Fire Formation Tenki. I ashed it because I feel like I'm not about that life whatsoever. Lightning Storm, well timed, just harpies their entire board. Summon Dark Spirit of Malice just to swing for some extra damage. Trying to win as quick as I can, basically, because I know the devastation that Zoodiacs can do in the current format. So they use Dryden, straight into Chaconine. They're going to special summon another Dryden, straight into Tiger Mortar, attaching materials here and there, and then they've built up their defense so that they ended their turn. So us, we draw Dark Spirit's Mastery, send Curse Necrophid to the grave, and recycle our Dark Spirit of Malice. They knew that we searched for Lava Golem, so they destroyed their own Dryden in the process. Chaconine, on their side, is going to special summon a monster. We're going to retaliate, summon Curse Necrophid. Now they have 3 Exceeds on the field, summoning Mega Clops, and then my well-timed Dogmatic of Punishment destroys it by sending Master of Dragon Soldier to the grave. Now we have our 2 level 8s here, just swing for some extra damage, and now we're going to recycle Dark Spirit of Malice to our hand, give us that extra protection on our turn. They use Ram. I don't want this to happen like last time, so we destroy it, and they're going to activate some effects. We're going to stop that a little bit by bringing up our defense. They use Borbo, attack directly, straight into a bunch of different Zoodiac cards, straight into Sky Thunder, using that evenly matched effect to send everything. But at least we could get our Dark Spirit of Malice to our hand. Didn't draw anything useful. Their turn, they use Tenki. We're just gonna summon Emperor to try and force another Sky Thunder effect, because, you know, why not? Now they're going to destroy it, but unfortunately our opponent kind of forgot that we got rid of Wind Pegasus Ignista, so to stop them from summoning a second Sky Thunder, spin that card straight back into the deck. Use Disciple of the Nadir to send a few extra cards, summon Ecclesia, and attack for 1500. Now it's their turn. They also use Zoodiac combo, by the way. Okay, now they set a card. Pretty desperate at this point, right? We've gone ahead, summoned Darkspear of Malice just to see if we can swing for game. We couldn't. Their Ash Blossom 1800 defense is pretty powerful. And now they set a card, ended their turn, now it's our move. Now, we need Lava Golem, but really, at this point, we're trying to swing for games. We use Void Apocalypse, send to our heiress to search for Archfiend Emperor, use Archfiend Emperor's spot removing effect, destroy the Ash Blossom, which finally gets rid of everything that they need, and then we just swing for games. So our opponent surrendered at that point in time. So, Archfiends beat Zoodiac. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, the second installment to Archfiends Beat Everything. If you enjoyed this video, my name's Adam. If you didn't enjoy it, then my name's Steve. If you like the format of this video, then please check out the first installment of Archfiends Beat Everything. If you want to see more Archfiend related duels, reviews, combos, and discussions, then please subscribe and hit the bell icon so that you get notified when new videos are uploaded by me. And until next time, I'll see you around.